You cannot not communicate. People are always communicating, even if they're not talking, they're always communicating. So for instance, if you ask your friend, roommate, or spouse, how are you? And like, I'm fine, but clearly they're not. So other things are speaking for them. So that was a big adjustment for me at first, is interacting, getting to know the residents, how they communicate, learning how to communicate with them style, learning how to see when they're happy, when they're sad, when they don't like something. So you really get to communicate with people in their communication style. My name is Phil Baumgarn, and I'm the Recruitment Director at ACR Homes, and I've been here for a little over 22 years now. Well, I started out working direct care as, it was called a program counselor at the time, and I had started as that, and I became an assistant supervisor at that home, and I was at that home for about 2.5 years, and then I became a program director for about 2.5 years, and then started working into the recruitment side of things, probably because I'm so shy, but then started doing that as a recruitment specialist, and then I was doing that for a number of years, and they asked me to be recruitment director, so I've been doing that since. Well, a couple things as far as why we're always hiring is we do have around a little over 1,100 employees, so there's always going to be some turnover. Even if everyone worked, 5 years, you'd still have 200 openings a year, so there's always going to be some openings. We're always recruiting people. Whether they're going into the obvious, psychology, sociology, nursing, education, social services, human services, social work, any of these. But also what I tell people, even if you're going into business or anything, you're still going to be working with people. So the more experience you have working with different types of people, the better off you'll be as well. Students have to be at a point where they're developing into who they are, what they want to do. Maybe they're looking for guidance on what they want to do, and this could be a whole other option. I've known people who go into school with one major, and then they start working here, and it's completely changed their outlook on what they want to do, what they want to go into. They've changed their major, they've changed their direction in life completely because of this type of work, and just how fun it is, how rewarding it is, but just the opportunities that are here as well. We go into a job thinking, what can I bring to this job? Well, this is the type of work we get so much in return to. I've learned so much from the residents, much more than they've ever learned or gotten from me. And it really is eye-opening when we speak in classes, just because it's not just a big commercial to work at ACR. They really get to learn what these people have been through and what they've had to live through. And it gives them a different perspective on, you know what, if I'm working with someone and maybe I'm having a little bit difficult time, I have no idea what they've had to live through in the past. So maybe it'll help me give them a little bit more understanding, a little more grace maybe. One of the big things for me is we're just building relationships with people. Not only, that's not just the job itself, but also recruiting. We are a presence at schools or locations quite often. And a lot of it's for timing. If someone will walk by and I'll introduce, I'll say, hey, want to highlight or some information? Or I'll just say, hey, how are you? And they'll say, oh, I don't need a job. I said, that's okay, I'm still going to say hi to you. I really do look at it as I love doing it. I love getting that person that comes back to me and say, thank you so much for telling me about this job and coming and speaking in our class or anything like that. It just means a lot to hear that it's made a difference on their lives as it has in mine too.